What is going on, people? It is Tim and Kai back again from Fulham and Beyond, ready to talk some championship action today. Recently we did a Q&A on our Instagram feed and we had a question come into us as to why people think the championship is more entertaining, more enjoyable for fans to watch. So me and Kai thought we'd have a sit down and have a chat about it. So thanks so much for the person who sent that question. I appreciate that one. And yeah, let's begin. So we're looking at the championship table now, and unfortunately I have to say Brentford are top. We still beat them at Wembley, so it doesn't really matter. But if they go up and we go down, I'll be gutted. But you have to say they're a great team, to be fair. I mean,
even they lost key players, yeah?
Yeah.
Like Arma, Watkins.
Yeah, for sure. And so they lost two of the front three that was destroying the league last year, and they're top of the league again. So mutual respect, big up Brentford, they're doing well. In regards to the question, why the championship is more exciting, first of all, I want to see your opinion on a German perspective of the championship. Do you get coverage in Germany about it, or what's your perception of a second division in England?
The perception is basically that the most in Germany you have, because the second Bundesliga in Germany has the most viewers for a second division football league.
Yeah, in Germany.
You have the most viewers.
Yeah.
To not right now, of course, but to attend the stadium. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
That's why Germany is very proud of that. That we have a lot of fans going to the second division football as well. But you have no coverage at all, basically. You have some pay-per-view TV channels like Sky who will show here and then a few things, but it's an extra package what you have to buy, and basically people in Germany they're interested in the Premier League, yes,
of course,
but not really in the Championship, yeah?
Yeah. Here as well, you have to buy, obviously you have to have Sky to watch the Championship, and you get 1 or 2 games every weekend. So it's kind of to be honest.
Of course, you when you follow the Premier League a little bit, you always check sometimes. Okay, who got relegated? What they're doing now?
Yeah.
Or maybe people even in Germany watch the Sunderland Till I Die documentary.
Yeah.
Or there's another documentaries on Amazon as well. So maybe they get then maybe more interested in it. But you need something to start, because in Germany, where you don't get in contact with maybe one of your friends or from a documentary, you have no connection to it somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in general, I think I don't even know if it's more entertaining than the Premier League. I think it's maybe more competitive than the Premier League.
The thing is with the Championship as well, because looking at the table, when you have teams like Derby County in the relegation zone and Nottingham Forest 2 times champion of Europe, I think at the beginning of a Championship season, the magic of it is that anyone can win this league. Yeah. Anyone can go down. You kind of have that. You kind of have a similarity with the Premier League, where you have the appeal that anyone can win this, or it's very competitive. But at the end of the day, it's probably 4 or 5 teams.
I think in the Premier League, it's more like everybody can beat everybody.
Yeah.
Yes, but not everybody can win the league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even top button teams can beat Manchester City, United, Liverpool, whatsoever, and nobody would be surprised, maybe. Yeah. But to win the league, it takes a lot of more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the Championship, it's every team and it's a big league. Maybe for the German viewers, it's 24 in the league, so there are a lot of games, plus they have all the cups as well.
Yeah.
So it's in German one, it's only 18. They used to have 20 back in the day, but now they have only 18 as well.
Yeah.
So it's 6 teams more. It means 12 more games basically for each team, which is a lot. And every team is basically equal at the start of the season. Doesn't matter if they got just promoted or just got relegated. Yeah. You see that Derby County is now on 22nd place, while in the relegation zone.
That's mad.
And 2 years ago, or was it 2 years ago when they lost against? 3 years ago they lost against Aston Villa in the Wembley finals for the promotion. You know, it's only 3 years ago, and the team doesn't change a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even last year, they were challenging for the promotion spots. Didn't make it in the end for the playoffs, but now they are in the relegation battle.
Yeah. I think that's why people find it so exciting, because you're. As a fan of a club like Fulham, for example, when you're in the Premier League, you expect us either to be fighting relegation or at the very, very best, fighting for mid-table. You never expect to be fighting for a trophy or winning the league. In the Championship, you can realistically start at the beginning of the season. We could win something here.
Yeah.
We can fight for the playoffs. And every other team, except maybe Wickham, who were first time ever in the Championship, so I wouldn't really, go that far, but pretty much 22 out of 24 teams maybe can realistically say, we can fight for the playoffs this season, and let's see if we can push to the Premier League. It's mad, because you think of the teams from the Championship, like the Birminghams, who else? I mean, Cardiff, Stoke, Blackburn. These are teams that been in the Premier League not even that long ago.
No, and they were established Premier League teams. It's not like that they're like yo-yo teams or whatsoever, you know. But once you go down, it's not like, okay, we can go up straight away.
It's tough.
Yeah, even if you have like maybe more money than the other clubs, but the whole league is very tough, especially with the amount of games.
Yeah.
It can change a lot because after 36 games, you still have a few left.
Yeah, 46 in total.
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's not done yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's still like a lot of football to play there.
Yeah. Plus the League, Carabao Cup, plus the FA Cup.
Yeah, and and you need a big squad, but of course maybe you can't afford a big squad. And the other thing is to reach the playoffs, to go to Wembley, to play in Wembley, what is a dream for every people who are playing maybe football in general. And you can lift the trophies there, like
that man.
That man over here did twice. Actually. No, but it is like a motivation. Yeah. And especially in Germany, it's like that's in German second division is that the first two went up straight away, and the third one plays a relegation against the 16th of the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
So it's like always a little bit disadvantage because even like a good second division team is sometimes not better than a bad first division team.
Is that over 2 legs as well? Do you do
yeah,
that? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like only one time the second division, the second Bundesliga team went up. It was Union Berlin when they won against Stuttgart 2 years ago.
Normally it's always the Bundesliga team.
Even VfL Bochum lost twice in relegation battle against Borussia Mönchengladbach.
This is the
but
year.
It's like 6-7 years ago. But it's a different subject.
It's a different subject for another
time. It is now. It's like you can be finished 6th and are still able to make it to the Premier League.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's not always 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Like, you can be 1st, 2nd, and 6th.
Yeah,
you can make the Premier League.
And the other thing is, basically, the cards are mixed. How you say it? Like shuffled up again.
Yeah.
When you reach the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter when you finish 3rd or 6th. It's a different.
Yeah.
It's a tournament, a mini tournament. Yeah. Where everything can happen. Yeah.
And most of the time, the teams that finish 6th as well, they've been pushing, and they have the form, the momentum, and the belief. Wow, we made the playoffs.
Yeah.
To do it, you know.
A good example for last year is Brentford. Yeah. They were very good the year. They beat us twice.
Yeah.
Played a good football. Everybody even was expecting that they go up before West Bromwich.
Yeah.
But then struggled a little bit in the end. Yeah. Of course, and even in the playoffs final against us, they were the favorites for everyone. Yeah. We beat them. But that's what's gonna happen. Yeah. So you just need to be confident because you can go up. But it's very competitive, like I said.
To be fair, we beat Brentford because they lose in every single playoff ever. 9 playoffs, 9 losses.
Like a little bit choking, yeah. But that's why maybe this year, because they're leading the league, they want to avoid the playoffs because they know they would struggle there.
Yeah, they're like serial chokers.
Yeah, but they're already. Well, it's not. When you see the difference, it's only 4 points.
Yeah.
Up from the 3rd place.
It's super tight.
Yeah.
And Norwich were Premier League last year as well, so they're doing what we did, like bouncing back straight away. I mean. For us, like it was rocky. Like there were highs and lows, and we got there through the playoffs. Whereas Norwich seemed to be a club which just always go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's like 1 year the Premier League, 1 year the Championship.
Yeah, but it's just like 3 or 4 years like this now.
Yeah.
Like it is hard. Like I said, when you go down, even Norwich, even if they can do it again to go up, but normally when you go down, you see so many established Premier League clubs in the recent years. Like let's say last 10-15 years. Who went up and never go back again.
Yeah.
If it's like Bolton Wanderers, they're now in 3rd tier, I think.
And the 4th now.
The 4th now. Yeah. Sunderland, a good example as well.
Portsmouth,
yeah, you know.
Leeds went down to League 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay, now they're back, but
they should be challenging for trophies now. No?
I don't think so. No, but
me and you know. Everyone else.
That shows just how hard it is to go up in the championship because the championship is so competitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
There is at the beginning of the year there's no really a favorite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, maybe you can say okay, the ones who got just promoted to the championship are like a little like slightly underdogs. Yeah. But in general, everybody can challenge for the playoffs at least, you know.
Also, when you get relegated from the Premier League, you already like have a losing mentality at the squad as well. So it's hard to like adjust that to a winning mentality and be top. So it's not. That's why when teams go down from the Premier League to the Championship, they normally it's very rare that a team will just bounce straight back up, like a Fulham, like a Norwich maybe this year. It's because you have that mentality of we're losing every week, or you know, so you'll finish like mid-table. When Fulham got relegated in 2014, we finished 17th, and then the season after that we finished 20th. You know, with like not a Premier League squad. Obviously, we lost a lot of players, but we have players that have played in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So it's about a mentality thing as well. Also, Championship. Like I think the level of Championship is actually quite a high standard. Like when you see the teams when you watch the teams on Sky as well, you see them play. There's actually like good football. When Brentford went to Tottenham in the Cup, they actually played really, really well, and you can see like some of these teams are developing a lot. So I think like the Championship as a division, I think is quite underrated. I think like there are players playing in this division who could be playing in the Premier League, in my opinion.
Yeah, a few definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, the surroundings are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the opponents, because like I said, the Championship is very equal in their strengths, the teams. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you basically, you have to play a lot every third day or whatsoever. Yeah, and you have not the same opponents, but the same strengths of opponents. There's no clear favorite. When you're in the Premier League, then you are Fulham. You play against Burnley, then you play against Arsenal, and then you play against Liverpool. There are three different strengths right at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have that in the Championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why the players who are playing good play good all year, basically.
Yeah.
Because they don't have so much of a challenge. Not because the defenders or whatever is not good enough, it's just because they're so equal.
Yeah. The
You know
styles
what
of
I mean?
football are very similar
Yeah,
as well.
and it's so equal. So
Yeah.
you never know. It's hard to bet on one team before a game.
Yeah.
Even more harder than in the Premier League.
Super hard.
Yeah, because you don't have favorites.
Yeah.
Of course, you always put like maybe now Brentford, Norwich, Swansea City, but like I said, nobody would be surprised if they got beaten by, I don't know, Derby County.
Yeah.
Or
And like
whatever.
even if we looked at the table now and we had like QPR or like Blackburn and Stoke as a top, like we wouldn't be surprised because
No.
like that's the Championship.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And teams like Stoke, yeah, or even like Swansea City, they want to play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, Stoke is like when they were down 3 years ago, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't manage it now, but that is their goal to play there. Some teams like Millwall, for example, Preston North End, even Barnsley, Bristol. Of course, they like to challenge for the Premier League as well, but they're fine with their position in the Championship.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There are different kinds of teams in it, but even with that, they're quite equally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough in Championship as well because you're playing like you say, you could be playing like away to Coventry and then away to QPR and then going up all the way up there in the country, like, and you play
Yeah.
every 3 days. There's travel. It's insane, and the
Sometimes-
facilities obviously not Premier League standard as well. So.
No. Yeah, the stadiums are quite. I think we went together to Bristol
Yeah.
last year, and this stadium was quite alright.
It
I
was
think
nice, yeah.
for one of the better ones. But when you see the stadiums, when you can Google it, like for the Champions, just do it for fun.
Luton.
You see some stadiums. I don't know, even some Sunday League players wouldn't play in it. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
But, yeah, and the pitches, but it's the challenge of it. You know,
Yeah.
that's why it's so competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, you can watch every game and don't know the result. And of course, it's with every game like this, but
Yeah.
it's more enjoyable. You can put your screen on black and white. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't see much of a difference because
Yeah.
it would be probably a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think like as a whole, Championship is more competitive than the Premier League, or would you still say the competition is higher in the Premier League?
The competition is higher.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take anything away from the Championship because of that. It's just because of the teams at the top. Let's say 8 teams at the top. Say the gap between them and like 10 other teams are higher than in the Championship.
Agreed. Yeah.
And then you have the clash of the Titans, let's say, like when the top teams playing against other. It's a different level, of course, different level of football.
Like Fulham versus West Brom, clash
Yeah.
of the Titans.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different kind of football. It was a good game. wasn't
It was a good first half was good.
For like a neutral, objective viewer,
Yeah. It's a great game
what
of
you can
football.
even ask for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why I think the Championship is not more entertaining or better to watch
Okay.
than the Premier League, but it is more competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just my personal view of it.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Me too. Like, to be fair, I love the Championship.
Yeah.
Like, and lots of Premier League clubs would be like, oh, whatever. Like, you know, you love the Championship because you belong there. Like, no, like as a, you know, like as a genuine like football fan, like when we were in the Championship a couple of seasons ago, I loved going to these like away days to Barnsley, away to Birmingham, like because it's good fun. Like,
And it's cheaper than to go to Manchester City or Liverpool.
and watch your team get slapped. The
Yeah.
thing is, like when I went
Yeah.
to Man City 2 seasons ago for the cup. We went up there knowing we'd get smashed, and we lost 4-0.
Yeah.
Went to Man United, lost 4-1. You go to these places in the Championship, and you really believe you can get a result.
Yeah.
That's why it's much more enjoyable, because you really know.
And it's no big city clubs, basically.
Yeah.
Of course, let's keep London out of sight. Even we have a lot of clubs here in London.
And
but
Birmingham, that's pretty much
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But when you go to like Luton or
Bournemouth,
Barnsley,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's quality.
Yeah, it's just there are places you wouldn't visit maybe, but it's nice to see them as well. Not only the stadium, but anyway, it's good to go in every stadium you are able to go, but just to enjoy the city and the fans, because the fans are similar to yourself, because they're supporting a team, probably not challenging for like a top 4 Premier League spot. You know what I mean? So they have, they know the suffering. And
they know how it is. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But like you say, you'll never see places like Barnsley.
Yeah.
Mate, when I went to Barnsley, I thought it was a third world country, mate. We went to the bar, and they
no
didn't
offense to the bar.
They didn't accept credit card or any card.
Yeah.
It had to be cash. Every bar we went, not a single card machine, mate. So we went there to buy a pint, like £4. Card? No card machines. Anywhere, any of the pubs. We went to about 3 or 4 before the game. It was mad.
But to be honest, I think because it's so small country, it's not worth for them to have it, because the people like on the countryside, I would say, only the cash is the real money. I don't know, but it's funny because in a time like this, it's quite surprising.
So top of the table now is Brentford, like we said. In your opinion, do they go up? Is this the year they finally go up and make the Premier League?
The problem is that they're still very reachable for the playoffs spot contenders like Swansea, Watford, Reading. You know what I mean? They're not.
Yeah. It's not streets ahead.
Yeah, so it's hard, because if they go to the playoffs,
we know what happens.
It's possible that they won't go up. Of course, maybe they deserve it this time. Even if I'm not, of course, not a Brentford supporter whatsoever.
Yeah.
When you just see the football or how they play, and what they put it into, even after the loss of the key players.
Yeah, it's impressive.
They maybe deserve it this time, but it's still a possibility they don't make it. That's why the end of the season, the championship, is maybe more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're challenging for the playoffs, and even the playoffs especially is fun to watch because just of the format, how they play. Yeah. It's just like a tournament. How do you get relegated? I think Germany should adapt this as well. To play like in the second division, a tournament.
To have a little mini tournament.
But then the German guys, like in the top of the league, presidents or whatsoever, are complaining at too much games already. Yeah. Even if we have less teams in our leagues than any other European top flight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I would love to see that. It would be so lit, honestly.
It's controversial in England. Like, some people don't like it. They think like first, second, third, that should be it. It should go up. But like, it gives an added extra, the playoffs, because the teams, if it's first, second, third, the teams who are like 8th, 9th, 7th,
there's no purpose.
There's
no purpose, but
they know it's done.
Yeah, exactly.
But like this, they have a.
You can even like when you see like the place 12 to 6 is like 9 points.
Yeah.
But you have 18 games left.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's 18 games, no important. You know what I mean? So you can go for it.
I'm a big fan of the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's in Germany. I would say it's because the fans are not really into like stretching the game day so much. In England, you do it a lot because of the money, of course, to have the rights to stream it. In Germany, you have fan protests because of that. Even Monday games for the first Bundesliga was like on testing for a couple of weeks, and you have so much complaining from the fans, from the officials, from everybody. But at the end of the day, at some point, you have to admit that this is what getting away with your money and what makes your league competitive as well. Even if you don't want to sell yourself, you don't have to, but to stretch the game days, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In England, it's like this. Nobody complain about this. Even you have more football to watch. Because in Germany, in the first league, on Saturdays, you have like 6 games at the same time. Always.
Yeah. It used to be like that here, but until COVID. Now we can watch every game. Yeah,
but you have still on Sunday 2 games, on Monday 1 game, on
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
You don't have to. There's Friday 1 evening game.
Yeah.
Then on Saturdays the games, and then you have the clubs who played Europe League on Thursdays plays on Sunday.
Yeah.
And second Bundesliga you have the Monday as well for the top game. It's like the top game in the second Bundesliga is on Monday evening. They try to do with Bundesliga as well, but the fans then they watch 90 minutes with the back to the pitch and stuff
just
like that.
Protest.
Yeah, exactly. But I would love to see the playoff format in Germany. Definitely.
It would be lit. No, I'm a fan. So finally, your prediction: who goes up in the championship this season? Who's the top 2 and who wins the playoffs?
I go with Brentford, top 2.
So Brentford to win it?
Yeah, not to win it, but top 2.
We'll get top 2.
Yeah,
okay.
with Norwich. I think it will kind of stay like this.
Those 2 teams, yeah? Okay.
Let's take up, definitely.
Okay.
Playoffs is hard, because when I see Swansea, Watford, Reading, Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, I think Bournemouth, Middlesbrough, and even Blackburn.
Blackburn are pushing, you know.
But they're I wouldn't say the weakest teams, but from this constellation, I go with Swansea City.
Okay.
To win the playoffs, because last year they almost.
Yeah, we beat them. No, sorry, Brentford beat them. Sorry, Brentford.
And we beat Cardiff.
We beat Cardiff. Yeah.
So basically, 2 Wales teams were in the playoffs.
It was London versus Wales.
Yeah, exactly. So no,
we know how that ended.
Yeah. I go with Swansea.
Swansea to win the playoffs.
Yeah, I think it is nice when another like Wales have a club in the Premier League as well.
Yeah.
You know, because you have of course only English teams, and Wales is participating in the English Football League and Premier League, and so I think it's good for football when you have a Wales team participating there as well. So that's why I go with Swansea. I go basically with who are standing now top 3.
Cool. Yep. I think Brentford will win the league. I'm going to say they'll win it, so much as it pains me to say it. I really hope Fulham stay up so we can play Brentford in the Premier League. That would be amazing. But yeah, I think Brentford go up. You know, I like Reading as well. I watched Reading the other week and they looked pretty impressive. I think it was against Bournemouth.
Yeah, it's not far away.
Yeah.
If for the playoffs, they can do it.
I'm going to go Brentford and Swansea to go up top 2. Reading to win the playoffs.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm going to go Reading to win the playoffs because I was super impressed by their football. And obviously Brentford. Norwich have got the players who have been there and done it. It's the same squad that gets promoted. It's the same squad that gets relegated.
Is former Schalke player, no?
Is he?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. He played in Helsinki.
Yeah.
Schalke, I don't know, played 3-3. He scored all 3 goals for Helsinki. He was 19-20 or something. And then we bought him. Was not so good at in
But
Schalke.
he's decent though in the championship.
No, yeah, but he's already over 30.
Yeah.
Last 3-4 years he developed a lot, and you know what I mean. But we had him when he was like 20, 21. He was like 12 or 13 or something. Yeah.
Like with Raul playing in the same team?
No, Raul went away in 2012. He didn't extend his contract.
Yeah.
He came in 2010, in 11 I think. But he doesn't play with Raul. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Imagine you could be in Norwich that, I played with Raul. You know? Who are you, man? Relegation. I still can't believe Derby County are in the relegation zone. That's mad. Wickham, we can pretty much say they're gone. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's too much. Even if you have a lot of games left, 16 points out of 27 games.
Yeah.
It's...
First of all, big respect to Wickham, because obviously they won the League One playoff to get to the Championship.
How do you pronounce it?
Wickham.
Is this 3 points Wickham?
Wickham, yeah. Wycombe?
Wycombe or whatsoever. I don't know.
Wycombe. Yeah. No, Wickham.
Wickham,
yeah,
okay.
they won the League One playoffs and the Championship for the first time in their history. So big respect to them for getting there, obviously, but it's looking like it's coming to an end. Birmingham, Derby County. I think Sheffield Wednesday as well. They started on minus 12 points. Correct me if I'm wrong, but out of the relegation zone, it's quite impressive. I think Rotherham will go down.
Rotherham?
I think Rotherham, yeah. Wickham, Rotherham, and Derby surely won't get relegated.
But now Rooney's the coach, no?
I will go Sheffield. Yeah, Rooney's the coach. I'm going to go Sheffield Wednesday, actually, to be fair. I'm going to go Wickham, Sheffield Wednesday, and Rotherham to go down.
Sheffield, by the way, is a partner city for where I'm from, Bochum. Maybe some Sheffield people
Shout
know
out,
that.
yeah.
Shout out to Sheffield.
So what are you saying?
I go, Wickham.
Yeah.
Birmingham.
Yeah, bottom 2 already.
And Rotherham.
And Rotherham as well.
Yeah, I think Derby will make it, and Sheffield Wednesday as well. I have to my boys from Sheffield.
Yeah, true. You can't go against your boys. And Derby, surely they'll fight. They've got some good players in that team. I mean,
yeah, it's like I think very important here is like with the relegation, especially the last 10 games maybe. What kind of experience you have in your squad? What can you do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's very important because at the end of the season. You're tired.
Yeah.
You have already played 36 games, and then you have 10 left to go.
It's mad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you need people who are capable of performing then. So that's why I think a team like Derby, even if they start very slow and not so good, they have it in their team to make it, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, that concludes the video, guys. Let us know what you think. Send us a message as well on Instagram or a comment on YouTube to see who do you think will go down, who do you think will go up. And if you're liking what you're seeing so far, don't forget to subscribe for more content, and we'll be back soon with another video, Fulham related, on Monday.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.